So in the past party nominations, primaries as we called them, I figured very early on, probably, late last year, that I was going to play my role in the process, okay? I've always had a platform. I've been on radio, and I always say this, 2 referendums, 3 elections, 4 elections actually. So I had my role to play, and of course you exercise the ultimate right and you vote on the day. So last year I figured I want to do something. So there was a time I had a conversation with UNDP and UN Women. I said I really want to create a platform on my YouTube channel where I can interview, women. The United Nations is a bureaucracy. I don't begrudge them not getting back to me. So that didn't work. And then Gunjiri Wambogo, who by the way is also family, it's one of the reasons I stopped interviewing him when I was on KISS. His brother went and married Mairela. He wrote real letterhead, and he said, this is the amount I need. You can give it to me in 2 installments. You can send it to me on M-Pesa, or you can send it to this bank account. But I looked at his letter and I thought, wow. So I sent him 50% of the amount he asked for last year. And then in January, he had the nerve, I have to, Gunjiri, Yorella, I can do this. I'm not going to tell everybody everything, but I can do this. In January, he had the nerve to send me a text and say, is this a good time to ask for the balance? It's January, Gunjiri. I mean, I couldn't believe it. At the same time, my friend, Gladys Chalet, was also running. And she had told me that, this is what she's doing, and she needed assistance. Now, I have no clout to Asingishu. Actually, I couldn't give you directions to Asingishu. However, I told her 2 things. I got your back. Please raid my wardrobe. We cannot be spending money on clothes. So I just need Wandia Gishur to know that when it comes to elections and other things, vivo inavuma Wasingishu, courtesy of my wardrobe and Gladys Chalet. And I told her I'll definitely give you financial support, which I did. And I enjoyed actually giving her amazing footballs to donate. I think, so this is Gunjiri. Gunjiri asking me in January, is now a good time to ask for that money? First, he tried it on 19th December. And all I said is, bad time, my friend. And then he says, I suspected as much, but I had to ask. I love him for that. He said, Merry Christmas, talk to you in the new year. Early February. Thanks for your support. However, I really need those tools. I told him, Nita Tuma. I sent it the minute we were paid at the end of February. Did the same thing with Gladys. For KJ and Sakaja, you need to understand, you see, these guys are sending directly to their numbers. Now, when you guys have pay bill numbers and Pesa numbers, I don't know who receives that thing, and I don't have screenshots of my name on Twitter. So I sent all of my money through proxy. Why did I do it? Because the business community, and not necessarily honest business community, have always sponsored their candidates into politics. Why aren't we? And you don't have to give a lot, you give what you have. Because remember, 1,000 shillings is able to pay for a returning officer. Okay, it's also very important that you and I begin to interrogate the process. Like in the case of Gladys Chalet, I sat down with her and she made me understand, this is how many returning officers I need, this is how many guys I need, this is how much I spend in fuel, da-da-da-da-da. So I understood, what can I give you, okay? To be honest, I did not think that, Sakajan, I'm really sorry, and I'll pay for dinner, but I didn't think you needed my money. So actually, if you trace the amount I sent to you, it's probably a lot less than I gave to Gladys Chalet. And the same thing with KJ. Why do I support KJ? KJ is committed to the process. He has run for that seat for as long as I have known him. And that is a long time. Because please remember, when I met him, he wasn't married, and he's married and has children. Okay? So for me, when I was on radio, giving KJ space was a big deal, but I don't have a radio station anymore. So the best I could do was send him some money. And the only reason I'm saying this once again is for you to remember that if we don't get involved and support for real the people we want to see in positions of power, we have to deal with other people's choices. And remember, the people who've been at this game longer than us who know already what it is they want. So that was me last year. I really wanted to do something for women because I don't think they get a fair shake when it comes to media. I did approach some people, but hey, not a problem. I decided I would do my little bit with my candidates. And then, now I'm very clear. Generation now, new candidates, new faces, new voices. This YouTube channel, it's not like I have limited airtime. This is not radio, until there's an hour. I just need 10 minutes for me to help you sell your agenda. I don't care where you come from, but then me, I live in Gashie. So it's very unlikely that the person I end up voting for will necessarily be on this platform. But it isn't about my vote. It's about exposing you and using the clout of this generation to get your generation into positions of power. I'm tired of having conversations of niwaze tena, okay, but what did we do about it? Okay? So for me, the only reason I'm telling you this story so that you understand, you gotta get involved. And I can't be here. I was away actually, came back for the nomination exercise, but I know that my candidates, the people who came to me and I believed in you, I didn't say, was Joe, tukona wewe. I'm not that person. I'm a lady, I will not say the word. It's nonsense. You can't pat people on the back and say you got them. Because if you don't support them, who will? And you really want to trust that the person who finally supports them is the right person for the job. Please remember, there are people today who you and I know have everything to do with what's wrong with this country, and it's because they own the politicians and the policymakers. We need to play our role. Before we ask Kina Jagwa, Kina Sakaja, Kina KJ, Gunjiri, Gladys, all those people to do anything, we need to do our part. I did mine. So, which means I can tell you Nawereje. And once again, generation now, I can't call you Gen Next. That's just nonsense. You've been told you're next since 1985. Get in touch. The phone number is available, and 10 minutes. I'm not looking for much. We're not those people. We can't be long-winded. For who? It's 3 questions. Why? Why you? And then, what's the one thing you're gonna do? I don't need 5, I don't need 10, I don't need those manifestos you go get created on River Road that have been written by the same guy. No. What one thing can we watch out that you will do in the next 5 years? One. Kibaki taught us. 1. Roads. Okay? Thank you.